That song simply goes.
I feel like I'm thawed finally from the winter. And whoa, that was so rude.
What do you give it?
Right
What do
off
you
the
give
bat.
it, Ryan? A 5.4?
A 50 out of 100 on Pitchfork.
5.4 out of 5.
Yeah.
5.4
Oh,
out
it
of
was
5.
5.4.
Yeah. 5.4 stars, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Almost an extra half a star.
We really need that scientific accuracy there. What if they just started adding more digits at the end?
Yo, our dad is a geometry teacher.
Oh, whoa.
We know a thing or two about digits.
Yeah.
Decimals? Fractions?
Yeah.
He likes
All of them.
shapes.
Actually, we both had his class, and it was my lowest grade in high school.
Really?
It was really hard.
Whoa.
Oh, is that why you went to Catholic school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he
Got
was a
free
great
tuition.
teacher. He was really flamboyant and made it fun, but it was still really hard. Yeah.
Wow.
My geometry teacher in high school was he lived in Malaysia and had a Malaysian wife, and he talked about how China was going to take over the world every day in geometry class. And I was like, bro, can we talk about triangles or something?
Let's get back to the basics. Trigonometry.
Tiananmen Square.
Yeah, I remember, which is coming up soon, the anniversary of that. I saw a photo today that was really interesting of the Tiananmen Square person who was blocking the tank that everyone knows, right?
Yes.
And then I guess there was another photo taken not too far from there where there's this couple that's really confused under a bridge, what the fuck are all these tanks doing? And I feel like that would be me. I would have no
Same.
idea. Where would you be, Anna? Would you be in front of the tank or under the bridge?
Under the bridge.
I would definitely
I
be.
say Anna would be in the tank.
In the tank. In the tank.
In the tank. Yeah.
Just kidding.
We're tankies here. Pro tanky. Yeah. Do you agree with that? Are you a tanky now, Anna?
I'd be in the tank, I'm sorry. I don't know how to drive.
How did I get here? Tanks and warfare. Crazy.
It's a vibe for sure.
Absolutely. I like the scene in The Walking Dead in the pilot where he's he's underneath the tank and he gets a call. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
I
I've never
remember
seen The
that.
Walking Dead.
You never watched The Walking Dead?
No, I haven't.
I
Have you
watched
seen
it
What?
when I was in high school, but I have a fried brain, so
Yeah.
I don't really remember the first episode. I just
Oh,
remember
man.
they killed off everyone and
Yeah,
dad and
yeah.
son.
I watched it. I don't remember that scene.
It goes hard. Everyone should look it up.
When did
It's a
we?
good scene.
I'm curious. When did we all meet? Do you all remember meeting?
Oh,
I remember. Do you remember when we met, Angel? Actually,
I can't remember the exact timing. There was so many. There was a string of 2 weeks where I feel like I met you, and then
but before that, even there was a
that?
secret party.
This is
Do you remember
This
this?
is too secret for me.
secret party.
Remember, there was a
we
pool
leak it right
involved.
now?
Yes.
Oh, that was where we met. Yes,
Remember that was so wild, right?
it was at the Mr. Robot apartment.
Yes.
That was a neoliberal hell party, not our brands, but actual neoliberal hell.
Yeah, that was a hell that was neoliberal.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was
What a fitting place.
It's
to
actually
make.
worse than neoliberal because it was tech bros and NFT bros, that kind of general annoying group of people.
Yeah. Speaking of which, happy NFT NYC.
Did that start?
NFT
Cheers
NYC.
to that.
I don't know if I should do that. I'm going to pass on that one.
Just kidding. I have. I think it is NFT NYC right now. It's the week-long festival of NFTs in New York.
Remember last year when there was the Urbit no agency party and they're trying to AstroTurf culture here and redacted square. Did you hear about that?
But I
It was the week after Angel and I met last year.
whoa. Because I wasn't at that show, I don't think. I think I was at something.
I
No, it was like
DJ'd
a private party at the river.
It was
remember hearing
after it was. Oh, that yeah. The thing that we met. It was after party for a DJ event I did for a really confusing to this day to me NFT collection. That at the time I was like still unclear on what NFTs are. Obviously, I still am, but it was a good check. I came in, did my thing. Played some music, played some Deadmau5, and then went to this after party at the nicest apartment I've ever been to in my entire life.
I like that you didn't even name the NFT. I really like that.
Oh yeah,
it's good
and
not to name it. Yeah,
I know. It's NFT week right now.
Yeah, so
everyone hide because there's a bunch of tech bros out in the streets.
I do like the word non-fungible though. That's a really good adjective.
Fungible. That's just fun to say.
Exactly.
We were working on a track at one point called NFT parentheses non-fuck-withable they them.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I fuck with that.
That one's really good.
I fuck with that so hard.
What did it go like?
I'm a non-fuck-withable they them.
Damn.
I'm a non-fuck-withable they them.
That was it, right? It was just sort of repeating it.
Yeah, I definitely have the draft somewhere on my computer, but it was just kind of like that.
That's
NFT.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a draft for Club Cringe compilation, I think. But
we also had a draft called Crypto Night.
Oh, really?
It's
Night.
Crypto Night.
Yeah.
Feelings.
But it's also like Kryptonite.
I really like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Wordplay.
I didn't even catch that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel like my brain's finally working now that I'm here.
Now we got a sip of that sour.
Yes. Oh yeah. If you want one, there's many more.
Yeah, I'm curious about
it. So now, yeah, and it's funny because like the NFT market, the crypto market's like so down. So now we don't even have to care. It's so nice.
Yeah, they're not even offering anyone free shit. They're not having DJ parties.
True.
I got a that must explain why I got a DM today of like some infographic that was like the unexpected queerness in the NFT or something. It's like,
I feel like
knew.
That's totally lies. There was like an NFT / crypto event and they only had the male restroom there.
That's crazy.
They're like, we don't need anything else.
Now they're astroturfing that women and queer people are in that market. Like, bro, come on. We know nobody else is there.
Or maybe it's like men and trans men. They're like, there's a lot of trans men here that are going to love this.
Maybe it's actually really forward thinking, like it's an all gender bathroom.
Yeah.
But
it's the next step in gender theory, which is that everyone is a man.
Under capitalism, everyone is a man.
Yeah.
I think it reminds me more of like Charlottesville personally, but yeah.
Yeah.
That whole event with all those men. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Heard of it.
There was like they had like tiki torches and some of them were wearing like Hawaiian shirts. What's that? Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I forgot. They were white supremacists. I forgot to mention that.
Mm.
But they were all men. Some of them had Hawaiian shirts on though, so they were there to party, obviously. And that's what we're all about.
I like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
I can get with that. That part of the story.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the Frost Children vibe though. Is like wherever you go, like the party starts. Like you
So much like the Charlottesville.
Jesus,
Yeah.
What a freaking segue that was.
I agree. I guess.
You're like, speaking of.
Yeah, the Frost Children just march into a room.
But I will say, maybe this is a better segue. I'll say, speaking of Hawaiian,
instead of tiki torches, though, I think it's probably more like
the Hawaiian shirts,
seed oils.
Seed oils.
Me and Anna are just like totally synced up right now. We're just saying all the same shit.
Y'all know Jimmy Buffett?
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Margaritaville goes so hard. The Times Square one is one of our favorites, and also Jimmy Buffett is a big inspo in our
I thought Jimmy Buffett was going by Jamie now, and they were they them.
Yo, that would go so hard.
Yeah.
That would go so hard.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Jamie Buffett. Yeah, I think they'd, because that's
Can
more.
that would change the world.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think all of the restaurants now are going to have, unisex bathrooms. All of the drinks will have estrogen in them. They didn't tell anyone this, but I heard on the DL. It's been leaked recently.
Yeah. You have some mutuals.
Yeah, instead of like the whole like tiki torch, everyone has to be a man NFT world. It's the Jimmy Buffett, everyone's slowly transing to be a woman world, which I'm pro that personally. Yeah.
Yeah. You can hear it in some of the lyrics of those songs. The early stuff, you can start to hear that they were having some gender dysphoria and were drinking away their problems. And
this what was that? The son of a sailor.
Son of a sailor.
Yeah.
It's just about they wish that they were a daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to be the captain of the ship. Maybe they want to be the damsel in distress. Is kind of the vibe on that one. So I think shout out to Jamie.
There's a lot of
Shout
signs.
out to Jamie for real.
Jamie Buffett.
For everyone that doesn't believe us, there was always signs. Obviously, we're tracing the genealogy through their songs right now.
Yeah, there's always a clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Those restaurants are going to be so fun, personally. I think it's going to get so gay. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I started this trend way earlier because last year I actually went to the Times Square Margaritaville before I went to see Charlie XCX.
Oh my God, we should
and
have
then I vomited
there.
in the Charlie XCX gig bathroom.
Oh, that makes sense. The food there is like not even real food.
Yeah, it was really disgusting. I was still like kind of vegan at the time, and I got like a veggie burger, and it's like no one orders that there. So that was sitting back there for quite a while, and it made me very sick.
We tried to have
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say the last time we were there, we went with Dorian and Alice.
That's fun.
Former neoliberal hell guest.
And at Times Square.
Margaritaville, and they gave us free drinks.
So
wow,
their vibe.
Mm-hmm. They liked our vibe.
They double dose the estrogen in those ones.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is what I'm saying. Like wherever you go, like there's like a vibe shift for sure. Like the vibe frequencies go up. It's like if I could, I would just dose everyone with like high frequency vibe pills, just like kind of like go to all the parties and start dropping that in everyone's drinks. Like you would be down with that, right?
HFV.
This is the new roofie.
Yeah, basically
but it's okay when
children.
It's positive.
Yeah. Yeah, basically you roofie everyone's drinks at the parties and makes it way better, personally.
Damn. If you're listening to this podcast, you've never heard of us, you might have a really skewed view of our tactics. But I think
Matt's like, you remind me of white supremacists and roofies.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
this take it with a grain of salt because conservatives actually think that's what's happening.
I'm gonna say it. I'm anti-white supremacy, anti all that crap, and I love
a margarita.
Margaritas, and I hate war.
Yeah, totally.
Woo.
If everyone just had a margarita, they would never go to war. Imagine General Patton having a margarita and hanging
Jenner
out.
Should have handed a margarita to the cops instead of a Pepsi
or a Red Bull.
Imagine Jamie. What's his name? What's the guy's name from the restaurant?
From whose restaurant?
Jamie Buffett.
Jamie
Buffett.
Jamie Buffett.
Imagine Jamie Buffett.
Jimmy Buffet.
Yeah,
that's
like
the gayification.
Personally, I wouldn't call it I wouldn't call it a restaurant. I would call it more of an experience.
Yeah, imagine like Colonel Patton and Jamie Buffett, like going in for drinks and like Patton leaving like totally gay pilled and like just like wait, what was Patton's first name? I have no idea.
Patton who?
General Patton. Maybe it was Jen Patton.
Wait, what did you say, Dan?
Jennifer.
Did you? What was
General Patton?
Jennifer Patton.
Who is this? Who are we talking about?
Oh, Patton was like a famous World War II general. He's like known for he's known. I was gonna make up something, but I'll just say he's like known as being like a really fierce
warmonger.
Fierce warmonger. But
it sounds familiar.
Which is funny because gay people always say they're fierce, so there's like some synergy there. You know?
Fierce. He was fierce,
and they're always slaying. So.
Yeah, he was slaying Europe, but like literally slaying Europe. He was slaying the Nazis, the Frost Children's enemies, of course.
Yes. Okay. That's the first real thing you've said.
Yeah. We're world building here. We're world building.
Yeah. General Patton, though, world destroying.
We're
I
starting
must
our
say.
own Margaritaville type adjacent thing called Frost Park. It's in the works. It's gonna
Oh,
be
really?
It's
like
like
a,
Margaritaville, but cold.
yeah, it's like but not even. Well, it could be. There might be some cold parts, but like it's really gonna be a whole
There'll be
thing.
a couple different climates.
It has to be an ice bar.
There'll be an ice bar,
like a
swim up-
vodka bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to one of those like vodka bars in like Europe that it's like in an ice cave because it's like vodka doesn't freeze at that temperature?
Whoa.
They really like it in like
Whoa.
Italy and in Paris. I went to one, but it's like sub-0 degrees. They give you like a giant puffer coat when you go in.
Oh, interesting. It's kind of like
And-
That's
freezer
like
thing.
mehanadas.
Yeah, it's pretty gimmicky. It's pretty cool, I must say. I love an immersive art experience at a bar.
You have
Much
to
like
also have
Margaritaville.
like a pool that has the bar at the pool. Like
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
swim up bar.
yeah.
That's
I love
just
that.
so good.
I used
Oh my
to
God.
swim up to the swim up bar when we used to go to Mexico a couple of times growing up, and we go to the swim up bar and get a bunch of virgin pina coladas.
Oh my god,
I drink like 6 a day.
I went to
Whoa.
Dominican Republic when I was a kid a few times and did the same thing, but I was like probably like 6 or 7 and I asked for a pina colada, and I didn't even know that it had alcohol in it at that point,
Yeah.
so I was just like, delicious. And they
Yeah.
gave it to me with alcohol in it. My dad was
Damn.
like,
Wait,
what the
how
fuck?
old are you?
Like 6 or 7.
Wow.
But you said virgin pina colada?
I didn't
Or you
say
just-
virgin, but
Oh,
I
okay.
was like
You were just-
6. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
I'm
was
6.
gonna say-
No, I would do the same thing. Yeah, I like grew up in bars, which is really sick. And like
Hell yeah.
my mom would always be like, order a Shirley Temple, which is just like Sprite and grenadine.
And then you walk up and you're like, I'll take a beer and a shot.
No, it's like that. No, it's like that. But then Anna shows up and she's like, she says it with a lot of gravitas, and they think she's older. And then she gets the actual like alcoholic
I
pina
could have
colada.
sworn you were 14. That's what they're saying.
It's like, yeah, they. Let's talk about why they want you to drink that.
Yeah, that's the real.
That's the dark side of this. That's the real dark side.
We're trying to go back to Cabo Wabo soon, though. When we get the
Yeah.
our
Like
first
Cabo
opportunity.
in Mexico.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
yeah. We really like
Not Cabo Wabo, not the Sammy Hagar franchise.
I mean, I want to
thing.
go there specifically, but it's probably not
Yeah.
on the table.
Wait,
right
what
now.
is Cabo
That one hits
Wabo?
different though. That's Cabo Wabo is the it's kind of like the Margaritaville type of like
What is-
hotel franchise that's in Cabo that Sammy Hagar started.
He's the guitarist, right? From Van
Vocalist.
Halen.
He's the singer.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like
it
I
wasn't.
knew his name,
Maybe
but
I'm
I
wrong on
like
that.
wasn't sure who he was. Yeah.
But he has like a restaurant hotel vibe in Cabo called Cabo Wabo.
Whoa.
It's kind of yeah, and he does concerts there every so often. It's kind of inspirational. I would love to have like a destination resort restaurant that just has a stage ready for us. Like if we want to pop in and play a show,
Mm.
we can. And that's what he's doing.
That's pretty cool. If you want to explore other parts of Mexico that are not as cool, I know one of the people I work with works with the cartel, and they have lots of connects. They're looking for indie artists, up and coming
Hell
influencers.
yeah.
If you want to make some extra pesos, you know.
Hell yeah. Let's talk. As established earlier in this podcast, I have no morals.
No, that's not what we were saying. We were saying that you raise the vibe wherever you go, which is true. Very
Mhm.
true. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if anyone in this hell-forsaken city has morals, it's definitely you two, right? Like
I think so. I think we
clear
have morals.
politics.
Thanks.
Yeah. I think we have pretty clear morals.
Morals.
I think communicating your morals is it's a performative thing. You don't have to say it, but also I guess you can like write it out in a manifesto
you're
or
doing
something like that.
praxis, but
Yeah, it's praxis of morals, and there's a lot of depraved people in New York that I don't know.
No, you
I
can
don't know where I was
continue
going
on.
with that. I
No,
kind of just
you
wanted
can
to say
continue.
that.
No, you can continue on that. No, for sure. Like, I mean, I think one of the things that is like the indicator, and Anna can speak on this, of course, is that like indicator of the current moment is just like being really unclear about what your politics are, and there's like a lot of, I mean, and people will argue, well, what is political coherence, and they'll argue against the viability of that's not real. It doesn't represent reality and that kind of thing. But I think one of the things, at least Angel has made clear, is their politics. And I'm getting to know Lulu, but I'm sure it's not too far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lulu and I
It's not
agree
too
on
far
most
away.
things.
Yeah,
I would say.
absolutely. Except sauerkraut. I fucking
Oh,
hate
yeah.
I don't.
Oh,
like
I love sauerkraut.
Yeah, we had a huge
You hate
falling out
sauerkraut?
yesterday
Yeah.
about this.
I love sauerkraut.
It's not my.
Oh yeah, I'll
it's
try
just
a
not my
sip of
thing.
that.
Also, I'd like to shout out Red Bull. I'm sipping a sugar-free Red Bull right now, and it simply goes.
Yeah, I feel
you guys
crazy.
If you guys want to collab with Neoliberal Hell and sponsor,
A walkthrough of my stomach right now is canola oil, Red Bull, and vegan cheese that Anna got before this.
You're gonna grow an extra limb.
oh, the vegan cheese. Yes, that's what it feels like when you take a bite of vegan cheese. Everybody.
Damn, that was some vaporwave soundscape right there.
Yeah. What was that? Simpson wave?
Echo jam.
You guys
or
could make
whatever.
a sick beat out of that.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I would definitely absolutely love to make a soundboard for y'all. Make some cool
Oh,
beeps
that'd
and
be
boops.
so fun.
Oh, that would be so
Or if
amazing.
y'all
Yeah.
want a theme song,
That would be
know.
cool too.
or if we can do we can make the song NFT, not fuck with will they them, and it can be a Neoliberal Hell exclusive release. It just plays at the end of like a random episode and nowhere else.
It should be this
Everyone's
one,
like, what is
obviously.
this?
Okay, yeah, this one will end with it. Fuck it.
It's like the mystery is finally revealed at the very end.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how was your release? So you had a release this week, and
Yeah.
how was the beer?
Yeah. How's the?
Two important
We'll
questions.
start with the beer first.
The beer? It's really good, actually.
It's a
I'm
quirked
technically
up
not
monkey.
allowed. Look at this monkey, this yassified monkey. But fruited sour triple berry monkey.
Oh, wow.
He's got a,
It's literally
Third
the
eye on his
gayest beer in
belly.
existence.
It's like the sauerkraut of beers
he's
because
like
it's
voguing
sour.
on it.
Yeah, that's
He's like,
wild.
it's like,
Hush.
Yeah, like the sour beers are kind of like the fermented like sauerkraut version of beers because they have like the
Don't say that
ferment
for Lulu.
aspects.
don't say that.
So-
Lulu's heart rate just like doubled.
They make it so people that normally can't drink beer can drink beer. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Okay,
Such
enough
as me.
about the beer.
Oh wait,
Let's
yeah.
talk
You
about the
asked about
album.
the album. I'm very very happy that it's out.
Yeah.
The release show at Baby's All Right in Brooklyn was what they call a simple sleigh,
Mm-hmm.
and
It was
yeah,
so
it
much
was
fun.
it was a lot of fun, and it was so dope to have like the whole fam with us too. And we had our dog Paco. Shouts out Paco. We had him in the green room. We had to get a special security guard to protect our dog. Not a security dog.
Security dog to
But that-
protect your dog.
Yeah,
We
next,
should totally just do that. Just have a security dog.
you should. Yeah, next time or make Paco
Yeah.
the security dog.
Yeah, no, he's way too sweet for that. Although he's one of those dogs that's like
He's got a dark side.
he'll jump up in your lap and then like bite you. Yeah, but it was a yeah, like I said, a simple sleigh. It sounded great. This shouts out to Dom who did the lights on it. It was amazing.
Yeah, lighting was really fun. We
Yeah.
tried to make it look a little non-babies-y. We love Babies All Right, but we play there a bunch of times. and
Right.
Got to think about how it's perceived on like Instagram and stuff. So had to make it look different. So we turned off the like classic backlights of Babies and hired a external lighting director to kind of
It was so last
swag
minute.
it out.
It was one of those. It was crazy because like seeing it just like virtually, it was like all of the people who were like the most clouded were like even all in the back. Like nobody was close. Like you normally like when you see
Everyone
these
was
like
moshing.
videos
Yeah, a lot
of
of
like
people are moshing
babies.
so hard.
This
Yeah.
is probably a good segue into my idea of an A&R bouncy house, where all the A&Rs go into their bouncy house right before the show
Yeah.
starts.
Partitioning
Instead
the
of a
audience.
hype house,
Yeah,
it's a
and they-
bounce house.
It's just like you can link and build, and then like the show's over afterwards. You can come out of the bouncy house.
Yeah, it was a good
Mm.
it was a good division at Babies. I feel like all the day ones were in the front row, and
Hell yeah.
Mosh Pit was like a 1 degree above craziness that it usually is at our shows. Yeah, people were going crazy. I
Yeah.
had fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Our,
Our crowd is like, it's our fans in general, especially our New York fans. I just am always so overwhelmed by like the love that we get at the shows, and I feel so comfortable now, like on stage in front of them. It feels a lot more like an actual community, and like we're not really like just performing to like people like that we like,
was the
I can
DJ
see them and
Academy
I'm like,
there?
DJ Academy was there. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
They were dispersed, but yeah, it was just so cool because it was like, there's my friends. These are people who have been to like 3 shows in the past, or these are people who have been here like since the beginning, and like, you know, you can kind of like pick out people from the crowd. And like, we didn't get to really talk to as many people after the show this time, just because it was like a really fast takedown. We don't have a team yet, but
Yeah,
it was really nice.
Sold a bunch of merch.
We
It was
sold-
fun.
yeah.
Sold indulgences.
I bought indulgences.
You had
You
it
bought
I'm
indulgences?
going to heaven, guys.
Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
How much were they selling? Did they sell it for the price that we had? $3 to $5
$3 to
sliding scale.
$5.
Sliding scale.
$3
yeah.
to $5.
You pay maximum amount.
I don't know. Dan just handed them his card, so it could have been. It could have been even higher. Who knows?
$5.
$5.
Cool. Yeah, you're good.
Well,
So
yeah.
we're really going to heaven now.
Y'all are-
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
are- yeah.
Yeah,
We don't
how-
have anything to worry about.
How does it feel to, you know, to have, I mean, there's something I think very specific about the way that you both and the community that you're in and that you've kind of spawned have here in New York that others don't have. And I think that one of the things is that the people that are day one, you know, there's lots of them, I know. There's other people that are maybe not day one, but they're at every single event that you both do.
Yeah.
And I just think that there's something about your influence where there's a very kind of family-esque community
Well, I mean,
that
they
is
literally have their family playing with them.
Yeah.
yes, exactly. But also, yeah, it's just like there's just like this like very genuine community that is around both of you, and
Yeah.
you both went up to upstate and got married to a lot of these friends, you know,
Yeah.
and started the DJ Academy, I assume, around that time. But
Yeah.
you're just both so deep in the community and doing things that are so real.
I also
How
want
did
to
it
say
feel?
that the DJ Academy, I've also I recently stepped down as professor and became a student again.
Whoa, you're
Yeah.
like Socrates.
Humbling.
The
Yeah,
Buddha.
Thank you. Yeah. It
Coming
was
down
like
from the
I had to, because it was like literally all my friends, and I felt so weird. Like I gave them all grades one time, and like I gave them a
What
rubric.
was the lowest?
5.4.
Yeah, the
5.4
lowest was
equals
a
makeout.
was a B. It was a 90%, but even then I felt bad. I was like,
So community college style, nice.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, you know what? I'm still not. My transitions are not even that close to perfect yet. So I had to step down and become a student in the. Like I said, I told everybody that the real professor is the Dex. You know?
Whoa.
I think that's
All
worth it.
hail
Your
the
professor is
Dex.
the crowd.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
And the legacy of
Well,
other
'cause-
DJs and other tracks, you know, like techno, like
But
Detroit.
It's also really humbling to see like when people like I saw Deadmau5 at Ultra Music recently, and his like decks were like I don't know what they looked like they're like malfunctioning or something, and he was like, what the fuck? He was like freaking out on stage, and like Skrillex also had like a weird moment when he played at Second Sky recently. So it's like so cool to see when it's like in a weird way, it's like cool to see them mess up with the same CDJs that we're using in like small clubs, because I'm like, all right, even when you're literally Deadmau5 and you're still messing up, that's kind of humbling.
He just like me.
He just like me, though.
Real.
But also like we're living in this age where like you're kind of relying on this like technological object. And you know, like one of our mutual friends, I won't say who, I was recently at a party and they were DJing and they were like, these CDJs are so old. Like the beat matching is not working as I expected, and it's almost not working. And it's
Yeah.
like not every
Yeah,
single CDJ is going to work exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And like relying on it is kind of like assuming faith and like that technological object always being there for you. And it's not always
Right.
going to be
It's
there
kind
for
of
you
the
like a
problem.
friend.
Like you can't really practice DJing because they're always different, and what you're gonna DJ is kind of depends on the crowd you're playing to. So
but there's still, and it's like it still seems like a cockpit to me, like that I'm like still
Yeah.
learning, because like I think I know what everything does now, but like I haven't explored the like many depths of each button. You know, like I know what they do, but I don't know the extent of what the board can do. That's
Shit
what's
got me
cool.
burpy. This
Yeah.
that's me burpy as hell.
Yeah.
And like can't even get a word out without being like.
I think still one of the best DJ sets that I've ever been to was both of you DJing in the basement of Bella Ciao.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
Dan
when
was
we
there.
were talking
Yes.
about like when you were saying like, do you remember meeting? I was like, I don't remember when we first properly talked, but I do remember like the first understanding being with you in person was standing behind you on that stage.
Yeah,
in
that
the
was
basement of Bella
the one
Ciao.
with,
That went so
was
hard.
Probably
Alec.
the best Bella Ciao night ever.
That was the
Yeah.
best Bella
So
Ciao
much
night.
fun.
That
Like,
was such a fun crowd.
That was actually my only time at Bella Ciao.
like Blake
What?
pulling us behind and then
Yeah.
us just like going as hard as we could, and Blake like, and me and Dan just like completely sweaty
Oh yeah,
And-
it gets hot as hell in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the
definitely.
beats were just hitting so hard. You know, it like raised the temperature in Bella Ciao by at least 10 degrees. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, yeah, that one felt really good too because Angel and I, at that moment, were getting a lot better at like back-to-backing and stuff, and just like going in a row. Just like the chemistry was really clicking. That was a really good moment in that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And the BPMs were crazy that night. It was so
Mhm.
fast.
It
It was
was-
speeding for sure. that
Speeding
night.
for sure. Yeah, tomorrow we're diving into what's called the mental gymnastics, which is 150 plus or minus 10 BPM,
Whoa.
which I think is probably around what you're referring to. It's kind of like the most euphoric BPM, I would say. It's not the golden BPM, but
I was
yeah,
really-
we do love.
There was on your poster. It said 150, 150 plus slash
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
And I
had a
was like,
typo.
I
What
was
that?
well, I was like trying to like figure out. I thought it was like some crazy like equation that you were doing. That it was like plus or minus
No, it was
over.
a freaking typo. I
150
saw it right after I
slash-
posted, and I was like, no one's gonna notice. But now you noticed, and that means a bunch of other people noticed. I'm such an idiot.
Usually in like a mathematical formula, it'd be like 150 and plus 1, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Plus
And
one.
but in this instance, it would be V plus 1, like vibes, whatever the vibe of the room is, plus
Right.
1. And like if the vibes are like really skyrocketing, then the BPM has to go up with it, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's true.
honestly,
But also, like, slow is really good. I don't know.
I'm really curious to see how it goes because I do think 150 is a really good BPM. But
yeah, the other night,
we're
the
still-
after party for the release show on Friday, we sat at like 145 for a while.
For a
Really
little bit,
liked
yeah.
it, really
And
liked it.
usually,
Yeah.
it's a nice switch up. I think is the main like because I think 130, 128, the golden tempo, is like a good like starting point and like kind of like exposition of any set. It's like everyone can groove to that. Like whoever's in the room can groove to that.
Yeah,
tempo.
it's like the universal donor, sort of.
yeah, and you can
If
take it to
BPMs
the
were blood types, blood per minute.
yeah.
Yeah. G BPM, golden or Goldilocks.
Gold, yeah, precisely.
Do you guys prefer DJing or performing?
Ooh, probably performing if I had to choose one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do
I
forever.
think-
But
Yeah,
it really depends on the context. You know, like we were asked to perform at this or to DJ this triple canopy thing. Do you know triple canopy?
No.
I don't really know them either, but shout out to them.
Introduce us. What is it?
They're like some kind of arts publication, something.
Cool.
And they were having like a all day event at St. Mark's Church in East Village,
my oil.
and Alu's getting canola oil.
You can grab a bottle if you want to. If you prefer.
Crisco, shout out Crisco.
That's out Crisco.
Hashtag
This pod
Crisco.
is sponsored by
Maxing.
Crisco.
Crisco maxing specifically. Yeah, we were asked to DJ this thing with Club Cringe, and then we were like, knowing what the vibe is going to be at this thing, it was like all readings all day.
Oh, I
It was
see.
like readings. It was in St. Mark's Church, you know, big cavernous space. People are just seeing readings all day. I'm like, it's hard to imagine a world where everyone just like switches on into like dance mode.
Yeah.
So I was like, we kind of were like, what
So
can
you're
we
like,
do?
we're
with
gonna
it?
start with 170 BPM.
No, we were just like, let's just do like an improv, like
Ray was like Ray, aka DJ Wohax, was kind of the powerhouse and was holding down the theme, the Dark Academia theme, with a full grand piano.
Yeah, they had a grand piano there.
Maybe
So
it was a
like,
baby grand, but yeah, it was like
they had a
Oh, did this
baby
already
grand
happen?
piano at
Yeah.
it happened
Oh,
right
yeah.
when it was like the day we got back from tour actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw this one. I had FOMO because I thought the church looked so cool.
It was
looked
really cool.
like
it was
so
cool.
much
And we
fun.
should do it again.
we
but the thing,
released a double single, me and Ray,
yeah, goes hard.
called Strength and Wisdom, and so we made the theme of the set Strength and Wisdom.
Or was it
And-
wisdom and strength?
Wisdom and strength, yeah. Oh my god, I'm backwards.
I was like, am I tweaking?
I'm Crisco-ified right now.
Yeah.
But
That's Crisco hitting. You just
this Crisco
totally
hitting, it's
broke the
rearranging.
illusion. We're gonna censor that
illusion?
out. Yeah, what illusion? We're gonna censor. We're gonna put a giant black box. That was more Crisco.
The necessary nutrient of the Crisco has gotten to our brains, and we're way too ahead of our own selves.
Yeah.
Yeah, happens all too often.
But
The
all this
Crisco.
to say, performing, I think, DJing is just another expression of performing
Yeah.
in the end and should be
Absolutely.
treated as such. But I do absolutely love DJing. It's such a fun, it just feels like play, performing feels like more of like the fruition of everything we want to do with like
Yeah.
live stuff, and DJing just kind of feels like play and almost like market research in a way.
Yeah.
Or like, what's like hitting,
Well, and you get
on the
to-
dance floor.
You get to play like the remixes or like things that are like you're kind of still working on and stuff. Like it was definitely when I moved to New York and we started DJing.
When did you move here, by the way?
I moved here in 2021, so 2 years ago.
Moved here in 2016.
So it was like really my whole experience of DJing prior to that was like in high school, and I used to DJ homecomings and like proms and like bar mitzvahs and stuff. So like I knew how to use decks, but I didn't know how to curate. Like all I knew was like, okay, like I can do dead mouse type stuff. But we started like we put out Spiral, and we started getting more DJ gigs with that. But kind of the stuff that we were DJing started to evolve into like what our new record sounds like, because of like I guess what do you call it, trial and error. We were like, okay, these
A/B
tracks that we were
A/B
playing, like,
testing.
yeah, and we're like, okay, clearly like this is like, that's when I discovered the golden tempo, and I was like, all right, this is what makes people groove. The drums got to be hard,
Mhm.
they gotta like the kick and snare have to like, they gotta punch in a club. If they don't, like if you play like an 80s track, it's not gonna work.
80s track, you said?
Yeah, like an older track that doesn't have punch.
You know who would hate that you just said that as Ray, aka DJ Wallhacks?
No,
we
but
had a discussion. We were like, what decade of music would you delete
Mhm.
if you had the chance? And I said 80s music.
Mhm.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
She hated that?
I love 80s music.
well, no, I love
like
80s
80s
music.
indie rock
No, but it's about
In a club,
but
in
also
the club.
no.
I guess.
yeah. I mean, I think it's
This is my personal taste.
well. Also, you're talking about like kind of like the jive with the contemporary. Like
Yeah,
the 80s like has like a very specific sound. Which when I was in LA, like everyone was playing like body music, body. What is it called? Oh my god. Body music,
body
Body
like
music?
It's like
human
Zumba.
music.
electronic body music is what it's called.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So like 80, it was like high tempo 80s kind of like goth music, and that
Like
Whoa.
dark wave, maybe, or like
yeah, dark wave falls under that. Like bands like
Cool.
I feel like bands like what is the Black Marble is like a really good
Oh,
example.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff's cool. Like 80s kind of vibes.
Just make nightcore remixes of like the Smiths.
Yeah,
even,
I
like,
feel like 90s
That would be really cool,
perfected
actually.
everything that 80s started, and 70s was
Exactly.
70s
Even
is, like, the
90s.
best.
90s like drums hit really hard. Like they're mixed really like loud, and they like those can still, I guess it's like more of a if you're spinning vinyl and you're like a
Yeah.
that kind of show, then like anything is fair game. Like we went to like a weird like an after party at like the Celine show in LA, and randomly it was Anderson .Paak DJing. I didn't know
Wait,
that it was
who-
Anderson .Paak until
Who
after.
is that, by the way?
Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
He's like a pop R&B kind of everything artist.
Oh, okay.
He's really cool, but he was spinning vinyl, and I didn't know it was him at the time until like after I saw the videos. I was like, oh my god. and he was spinning like he was playing like he played like Song 2, Blur. He played he was playing like Nirvana B-sides and stuff.
Oh,
and
sick.
like
That's
it really
fun.
hit. Like we were moshing.
Was
to
it like electronic versions of those songs?
It was just the original.
raw.
Literally
Oh,
on the
interesting.
vinyl.
So I was just playing
Mhm.
devil's advocate to what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, no, I mean, what I was getting at is that basically, like in New York, like like early EDM music is like making a comeback in a way, and like that kind of crosses over with like hyperpop. But then, like in LA, you have this like whole other kind of like gabber / EBM movement that's happening, and it seems almost like incompatible. You know, like I don't know if you follow like what's happening in New York, but within LA, but that's like where I was living before. And there's like Substance Fest. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's like a whole like goth
You do a
EDM
bunch
kind
of
of scene.
substances.
Yeah, no, you do. Yeah, I mean, you have to.
That sounds crazy.
It's required at the door, actually.
The vibe pills, or the vibe roofie, or whatever.
So if like you did market research there, like DJing, like you would just like end up in this whole other
I don't think
algorithm.
Yeah.
we haven't DJ'd in LA, have we?
I heard you're DJing in
no.
LA on May
Oh, wait, yeah.
27th,
We
right?
DJ with Kerwin on.
Oh,
our
really?
set. But
Our
that was
own show,
that was
yeah.
kind of interesting because like it wasn't like Kerwin's got his own style, so like
Kerwin
it's-
Frost.
Yeah,
he's got a very
Shouts out.
distinct DJ style. It's he's a one of a kind guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, I definitely. That was a moment where I was like, okay, I don't actually need to be thinking about trends. I was like telling him before. I was like, so I'm thinking like, I'm thinking like 128 BPM, like maybe working our way up. And he's like, oh, you're like actually thinking about that. I was like,
I'm
"Yeah,
working
all right."
off vibes here.
Yeah, exactly. But he's right. I think a lot of the time he's right with that kind of stuff. No one really cares about transitions.
So where is the BPM of the current or like the latest Frost Children album then? Would you say like if we were to average it?
If you were to average it, that's a good question. I
Of
think
the new record?
I mean,
Yeah.
we sort of have this like suite at the beginning of the album. It's like the first 4 songs blend into each other, and it's meant to sound like a
DJ set.
cohesive DJ set, and it's pretty much just about 128, which is the golden BPM
Yeah.
according to How to Summon an Aberris. But
This
I
is
think-
your uncle?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he like coined the term golden BPM at least. I don't know.
Oh,
If,
so that comes from him.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So okay.
But I don't know. Yeah, if you were to
Was he a
average the whole,
DJ?
no,
Not
he
that I
didn't
know of.
DJ, but he produced way back
Yeah.
in the day. Now he just writes.
Nepo babies.
No, but that's the thing. We weren't allowed to talk
I
to
mean,
him
maybe
growing
they
up.
did like vinyl sets up in Socrates back then. I don't know. I don't know what the vibe was back then.
Yeah,
Socrates.
who can imagine like what kind of vibe they had, like upstate dance hall. Like, I
No
don't know.
idea.
Oh my God, Socrates' birthday is coming up May 20th.
Oh, I
What's
was saying Socrates.
up? Oh, I was.
Socrates, New York.
But
Oh,
Socrates.
the city.
the city, yeah.
But there's no way they
That's-
know Socrates' exact birthday.
Well, we're gonna
Wait,
go with it
really?
because it's my birthday.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Sheesh.
That's so jealous.
Real
I'm so
recognize
jealous.
Yeah,
I don't
that's a
share
good
my
one.
birthday with anybody.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Do
no
you share yours?
celebrities.
When you-
When's your birthday?
Mine is March.
March.
We're all
Oh, yeah,
Pisces
we're
here.
Marches. Yeah.
Oh, all Pisces.
Yeah.
March
Except for-
5th. When's yours?
Yeah, 6th. I
March?
share mine
Oh,
with
right.
Tyler the
May
Creator.
20th.
Tyler the Creator is March 6th.
Yeah, that's my
Damn.
favorite one because I'm like I feel
I mean,
spiritually
it's-
connected to Tyler
It's
the Creator.
basically the same then. It's just
Yeah.
like about weeks.
no,
you
but
know?
no,
Let me
no.
look it
But
up.
I
Maybe
want to.
you guys know.
You have to Google. I also Shaq.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
He's
I love
iconic.
him. Yeah, I saw that video of him DJing
Oh, my
like
phone
a
died.
Fall Out Boy song or something.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
Google it
he has
for
a
you.
lot of great porn too.
Thanks.
Oh, really?
I've never seen it, but yeah, I heard.
Damn. I share my birthday with Chuck Norris, which is
He has
sick.
really great
That's
porn
so
too.
epic.
That's
Early.
cringe.
Chuck Norris.
supremacy
That's
right there.
cringe.
Yeah,
No, Chuck
I'm like,
Norris.
what the fuck? I didn't choose to be born this
No,
way.
Damn.
Oh, you're born on the
No,
same day
it's-
as Chuck Norris.
That's
You're
fucking
cringe.
Wait, when's your birthday?
March 10th.
Wait, are
I
you
don't know why I answered
twins?
for you.
No, I'm I'm March 10th. Lulu's March 5th.
And I'm
Wow,
March 6th,
you,
so I'm
your
the
parents
secret
are banging
third
around the same time.
Frost children.
No,
Yeah.
it's 2 years apart.
That's it. Eva Mendes. Who are these people? You're kind of Nikki Taylor.
Wait, Ryan's
Gillette.
laughing about their parents having sex.
Yeah, but we're 2 years apart. But
What's
I guess
so funny about that? It's literally natural life.
it's literally how it works.
That's so normal.
And Anna's parents are banging
Sterling
around the same
Knight.
time too. It's just normal.
Yeah.
No, my sister's like a.
What's
2
9 months
months-
before both of you? No,
September-
your
or
parents were
fuck.
banging at the same time as the Frost
Oh,
children's
as their-
parents.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm
because
so
we actually secretly have the same parents. Because
Yeah,
I'm the secret third frost child.
Yeah,
Well,
I
secret fourth,
mean,
I guess.
your mom was having sex with their dad, who's a rock star, obviously.
Oh shit.
Our
Don't
uncle,
start these
our Uncle
rumors.
Theo.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Who knows?
Uncle
I don't know.
Theo.
I literally don't know what his
'Cause-
life was up until 2022. So
Yeah,
Really?
we
Yeah.
didn't know anything about it till.
I mean, this sounds like my dad. My dad is always like, "You have no idea how many siblings you have." Just so you know, like,
Really?
and implying he's like, "Yeah, I was just having sex with all of the moms in upper northeast Massachusetts. So you probably have lots of siblings." I'm like, I can't wait for Thanksgiving, honestly.
Dudes
Wow,
rock.
yeah.
What'd you say?
Dudes rock.
Do you guys ever have vegan turkey at Thanksgiving?
Tofurkey.
Tofurkey.
We've
Shit
had
goes
it.
hard.
I don't
It goes
think I
hard.
actually have.
Last year,
Yes,
the
I
dog.
love soy.
Yeah.
I went to my like family northeast in Lowell, Massachusetts, and the dog fucking ate the tofurkey. He didn't eat
He
the
ate
actual
the-
turkey.
he didn't eat the
He ate
actual-
fucking.
Well, it's good that he ate that, not the actual like.
Which shows that it's
our-
natural
Yeah.
for all animals
Exactly.
to crave and enjoy soy
It was
products.
just funny that the
Not
fucking
just
dog.
humans.
I
I
bet
knew-
he had an amazing night.
I felt like cuckolded by the dog though because I'm vegan.
I knew like a crazy vegan who fed his Shiba Inu all soy food, and the dog like got sick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's not the life of the soy is not for all.
It's not for all. You couldn't handle it.
I think it is for all, but I think
all humans.
it'll weed out the weak.
It's so true. It's so true.
Fuck that Shiba Inu.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
Just kidding, just kidding, just
It's-
kidding.
Have you noticed like a difference in your health, like, and
Absolutely.
your body at all with eating soy?
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
think
thought
I'm more creative. I'm more happy. I just feel more tapped in with reality. Like I feel like I can see the
Whoa.
future.
Are
when
you
I eat
vegan?
Soy. No, I'm vegetarian.
We're both
Okay.
vegetarian.
You're both vegetarian.
Oh,
And
you're
if
both
you-
I ate
vegetarian.
eggs this morning.
Disclaimer for anybody who is vegetarian: if you are always tired, you need to take iron pills every day.
Oh,
Yeah,
after your
and
breakfast.
B12 too.
I take
B12.
iron.
Yeah.
And
That
B12.
was like the-
yes.
I do, so the best way to take it is actually through a B12 enema. I know
what?
you both probably haven't tried it, but once you try it, it's like life changing. Honestly,
A B12 what?
you might download Grinder the next week and just ignore that it has nothing to do with the B12 enemas. Honestly,
B12 enema.
Enema?
yeah. Well, just like get 15,000% of all of your B12. You just take it once a year, and you
Whoa.
download Grinder as well. It's great.
Wow.
And, you,
Yeah.
and it just comes with Grinder.
You just naturally
Or-
know that they
Oh,
go
I see what
together
you're
very
saying.
well.
Okay.
Yeah, they go together really well.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
just taking all your
Well-
nutrients through the yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was like
Let's
a
go.
limitless moment when I was vegetarian for 2 full years without taking iron. I was like, why am I literally
Oh, really?
like,
On the verge
always
of passing
half
out
asleep?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes
And-
hard.
Yeah.
Do you
But
ta-
I also heard that you're supposed to only take iron every other day.
yeah,
And you
Take it
absorb
with,
more.
because it makes you
Take it
constipated
with
if
vitamin
you take it
C,
too
like
much.
citrus, because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
helps
yeah.
absorb
True.
better. Because otherwise,
really?
it doesn't really work. Yeah.
Well, this
Wait,
just brings
I
me to
just-
my
Take it with some lemon
overarching
water.
take on food is embracing chemicals.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
look at
for
all,
sure.
Look at all this talk that we're doing about, oh, I have to take this supplement. I have to take this supplement. I'm like, why is it not in the food? If we're already like manufacturing tofu
wait.
in a big factory that's cutting out cubes of soy,
Mhm.
just put the stuff in the stuff. You know?
Yeah, that's why the
Just
dogs go
grind it
after
up.
the tofurkey because it has all the nutrients they needed. They're closer connected to nature than we are. You know, they would know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to test like what humans need, let a dog loose, give them options. Whatever they bite first, that's what we really need as humans.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we barbecue. We went to a barbecue yesterday and we made some Beyond sausages. It was so
Oh, Beyond
freaking good.
sausages are like incredibly delicious.
I showed
It
my
was
mom
so
like
good.
Beyond Burgers, and she was like wowed. She was truly like,
Yeah.
wow, this
Yeah, I
is just like a real burger.
I made
Beyond-
vegan bolognese when we were home, and my parents were like, "What?"
Oh
Like,
yeah, you lied about. You said it was just real beef.
Yeah, I was like, I'm cheating today. And
They
were
won't
like,
know.
Oh, what? And I was like, just kidding. I love doing it. I think once we do the restaurant, Frost Park restaurant, I kind of want to do that where we
Say
say
it's
that
real.
we're serving meat,
Mhm.
but it's actually just tofu products. And then we kind of do like a gotcha moment with the waiter is like,
Yeah.
No, you
Also
shouldn't. You
want-
shouldn't do a gotcha moment because then they'll just be like, "Why does this taste so good?" And they'll be coming back and they're not even realizing.
true. But
Yeah.
I love being the trickster, I guess. I also
Yeah.
want to do a thing with the Frost Park restaurant where it's a massive open kitchen. And I come in every night like maybe around like 6 p.m. before the dinner rush, and I get extremely angry at all the
Good
at all,
cop,
the, at
bad
all
cop.
the kitchen staff, just like
Gordon
Good cop.
Ramsay.
what the fuck's going on in here?
And you
Yeah.
do it all in a British accent.
yeah. I just get so mad, and like someone
It's like
starts
not even
crying.
real meat, and you're like, it's bloody raw.
And then
It's soy.
yeah, and then it's like really like the restaurant. I want it to be pretty good food, but it's not really about the food. It's more about like the vibe, such as like Margaritaville and Rainforest Cafe.
Of course.
It's like you don't go there for the food, but I wanna get upset. I want them to show that I care. So I think a way to do that would be like
You should have like a Cheesecake Factory, like how their menu's like a million years long,
Yeah.
and then they also have like a skinny menu that they give you on the side. It's like this.
yeah. Oh my god.
And
my
then you
mom
should-
would order that.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's like instead of 1,200 calories, it's only 700 calories.
Yeah.
And all they do is it's like half the size.
Wait,
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
same ingredients. Yeah.
Wait, so are you actually making a restaurant? Is this a real
yeah.
thing?
And it's not just a restaurant. It's it's
It's an
a full park.
experience.
It's gonna
It's a
be
theme
in upstate New York. But It's
Oh.
not gonna be like. There's gonna be a little bit of everything. Like we're gonna have like maybe like 2 roller coasters, a bunch of like big. You know how like upstate loves like big sculptures of things, just like a big.
I haven't heard about
fort.
this,
Yeah.
honestly.
Like
There's
Make
like
it like butter sculptures, but like not real butter. Like
yeah, like Spencer. You know Spencer
can't
Shea
believe
from
it's
My
not butter.
Carly.
I can't believe it's not.
Did you
I can't
watch?
believe-
Yeah,
I can't believe it's
of
not
course.
butter.
You know what I'm talking
cow.
about?
I know what you're talking about, of course.
Yeah,
But that's
Spencer
interesting.
Shea.
That was like the
Yeah.
beginning. Oh my god, I'm dying over here. That was like the beginning of all the fake shit, right? I can't believe it's not butter.
iCarly? Oh,
Like before,
Is
like
it-
the Beyond.
Fuck iCarly.
Is this real butter?
Yeah, like you
I
have
used to
like
spray
Earth
that on my
Balance
corn
now.
on the cob when I was a kid.
I bet you did. Yeah, I did too. Honestly, it was so good. It was better than real butter, in my
yeah,
opinion.
it was. I used to when I was a kid. I would like. There was a spray thing of I can't believe it's not.
Yeah,
butter,
that's
and
what
I-
That was the
did,
best
yeah.
one.
Yeah, it was the best.
It was
one.
so good.
So I
Like you
used to,
can
like,
spray butter.
you can spray butter anywhere. In fact,
Yeah,
not
I-
only
Like,
would
I
you
walked
like
spray
it's
it in
breath
your-
spray. Like
Yeah, exactly.
I used
It's
to
breath
spray that in
I
my
used-
breath. Yeah, for sure.
I used to
watched
go into the
Lulu do
like.
that.
I would go into the fridge, and I was still small enough where I could close the fridge, and I would be in there, and I would just spray it in my mouth because I knew my mom would get mad.
Yeah, I witnessed it. I witnessed Lulu spraying. I can't believe it's not butter in her mouth.
There's
once,
different
yeah.
versions of a child psychopathy. That's definitely one of them.
Angel caught me. I was like a deer in the headlights. I was like, I can explain.
I can explain.
You guys should like. I love the whole Beyond Meat thing because like it just like opens up this whole possibility of other Beyond products, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if they were to diversify and get into like fake dicks, and like fake breasts?
Whoa.
That'd be so sick.
fake
Yeah,
human meat. For
like
the
Because they're
Dahmer
so
fans.
good at it.
Stuff that derive that precedes the meat.
Yeah,
I
like
guess, yeah.
like yeah. I feel like your restaurant would do really well. You had like a trans clinic or like a gender clinic next door, and then you had your restaurant, and then like on the right side was like the gender
Yo.
clinic, and you were like giving breasts and dicks to people.
That's
And then on the left side, you're selling the like, the Beyond sausages and the Beyond patties. It's all the same.
Imagine, how like you get like a mint with the check sometimes. At the restaurant? It's just a tablet of like estrogen.
Oh my god, that'd be
That'd be
sick.
hard.
But it's it's a mint that has estrogen in it. It like dissolves in your mouth. Oh my
Wow.
god.
And
you
it
like
has,
my
and it has
meme?
B12 and stuff.
Yeah.
Did
and
you
it-
make those memes?
I made those memes.
See,
What
this is the thing
memes?
with the Neoliberal Hell meme account. Is it all OC?
Oh, definitely not. It's
No.
a lot. Most of it's just like
That's what I
screenshotted.
thought. I mean, no meme
tweet.
account is all OC, I guess.
No,
tweets.
like Anna's approach is being more like
I make OC once in a while so that I beat the all repost allegations.
Yeah,
Mm.
got to do that.
Did you guys
Yeah,
ever watch?
this is like touching the Pope's hand for people whose communion wafers or estradiol 2 milligram tablets. A picture
Mhm.
of for people that can't see this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A
I know which
picture of
one you're talking-
Angel in a
Was that
wedding
from?
dress.
In a
Was that
bridal
from Friday the
veil.
release?
Yeah, that was from the release show.
And it's
Yeah.
me reaching my hand out and lots of people touching my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
a good
much. I
one.
mean, I think in a perfect world, we serve some really mediocre spaghetti that's vegan.
Absolutely.
And with the check, you get a oral estradiol tablet, and you get B12 and iron.
Where you like get to
Boom.
select if you
Yeah.
want testosterone or estradiol.
Yeah, I guess
And-
you get to select. Yeah,
And it's funny because like everyone would be like opposed to it at first, but then all of the men going there that are basically trans would be like, yeah, I want the Viagra, and I want the testosterone, and I want the hair, whatever kind of chemical that I have to rub in my head so my hair comes back.
Oh yeah,
like whatever kind of
Hims.
gender affirming male care they like are opposing for everyone else but themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's
We could do that.
possible. Yeah,
Y'all
I mean,
y'all could run that part at Frost Park.
I mean, if
You wanna
parties,
join?
if parties,
The first gender affirming restaurant.
Yeah.
but like in a chill way.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of ideas we have. I
Ambient.
mean, like, especially for the menu. I was just thinking about this morning. Like, there's a lot of things on the Krusty Krab menu, but no one ever had the Krusty Krab pizza. No one ever ate.
The Krusty Krab.
No, there's a whole episode about that. A
Yeah, but
very
that's-
iconic episode.
No,
They-
but did anyone ever
can't
eat it?
I can't even picture what it looks like. I don't even know if we ever saw the pizza. If it was
you
just in the
see-
box.
No, they
You s-
carry it.
They like mesh burgers into a pizza, right?
Yeah, and then they walk it. They walk it,
Oh.
and then they walk it all the way to that guy, and then he's like, "Where's my drink?" And then Squidward, SpongeBob goes and cries, and then Squidward comes back, and he's like, "This one's on the house," and he throws it at his face, and it falls on the ground. No one ever ate the Krusty Krab pizza.
That's like me when my Uber Eats like forgets one of my
yeah.
Taco Bell menus at like 4 a.m. when I order it after I go
Yeah, as
out,
old
and I'm
as
like,
time.
I demand a full refund.
What's your Taco Bell order?
I usually Crunch Wrap.
Good call.
More
Facts,
recently,
yeah,
I
good
wanted
call.
to try the Cinnabons because I was like, I want dessert.
They have Cinnabon now?
Yeah, but they
Cinnamon
forgot
twists.
them when they came because they always forget
Yeah,
something.
the last time I went to Taco Bell, we were
Yeah, they
in
kinda did-
Chicago on tour. We went
I love
after our
Taco
show
Bell.
at like 2 a.m. And
They gave us like half our order.
yeah, they gave us, but like at the window, the guy was like, "It's $24.95. Also, do you guys have weed?" And I was like, "No." But then our drummer,
Wait, they asked you if you had weed?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was just like, "Do you have weed?" And then on this loudspeaker before I even saw who it was just like, "Do you have weed?"
Whoa, like in the
And,
drive-thru?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the
Oh.
drive-thru at 2 a.m. And I was like, "No, what the fuck?" But our drummer,
The only
Eden,
person in the Taco Bell drive-through without weed.
yeah, but our drummer had weed actually because
Oh, nice.
they smoke weed and we don't really. But so we pulled through and just raw hand dropped nugs of weed into the Taco Bell employees.
So you didn't have to
And-
pay for your
And
order?
then no, but then he was like, "I'm sorry, I don't have any money."
So you just
You didn't
did
even
you
get
get
your Taco Bell for free. You
and-
should have.
no, yeah, and I was like, no, because our drummer, we got the weed for free from a fan that gave it to us earlier on tour, and so we were like, no, it's fine, who cares, whatever, just take it. And then we like waited for our food for a while, and I was like, we're definitely gonna get free stuff, like we just gave this guy free weed through the drive-thru at Taco Bell.
And not only did we pay full price still, but they didn't they forgot a taco, and they forgot all my creamy jalapeno sauce. And
Yeah,
that
crazy.
is a
Wow.
crime.
This was at Taco Bell in Logan Square, Chicago.
on
if
the
you're
Yelp
listening to
review,
this.
you're like, we gave them free weed and they didn't even give us all of our order.
Literally.
Like, it's like the weirdest Yelp review ever. Like there's no context. Everyone's
Yeah.
so confused. But then you see that it's in Logan Square and you're like, oh, that's why.
I hate ordering it ahead because it always comes soggy, and I'm like, this is not a Crunch Wrap anymore.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Sog wrap.
It's a sog wrap.
So Lulu, what's your order at Taco Bell?
My order is usually I only go there if I'm ordering big. So it's
BIG.
it's 3 potato tacos,
Hell yeah.
a cheese quesadilla, and a fiesta burrito.
Hell yeah.
With just the veggies, and then I get sides, obviously the hot sauce, but then I also get sides of the creamy jalapeno sauce. But every time, literally every single time that I ask for the side of creamy jalapeno sauce, they're like, hold on one sec, and then they like go talk to their manager if they're even allowed to do that. So
You're
that's
allowed to
how
talk to their
that's how rare my order is.
Have you
That's
tried the
how
nacho
quirky my
fries?
order is.
What?
The nacho fries?
No.
They're really good.
No, I haven't tried it.
They're like, as far as fast food fries, they're very heavily seasoned. They're nice.
And Angel, what's your order?
It's pretty much the same. It's spicy potato vibes.
Yeah.
Fiesta burritos is great.
I had a moment with quesaritos.
Never had a moment with quesaritos.
What's
Those things
quesaritos?
It's quesadilla plus burrito.
Yeah.
It's like a burrito where
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
quesadilla
can
is
see it in my head
yeah.
on the menu now.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
said it. I'm like, yep.
Anna, did you tell us your full order yet?
Well, it's a crunch wrap. I
Crunch out with what though? What's the meat?
black beans.
Oh, hell yeah.
I add the potatoes.
Same.
Nice.
You know, cheese, sour cream, guac.
Oh, I've never done that. I've never thought to add the potatoes.
Yeah,
to
you
the
can
crunch
add
wrap.
you can add the potatoes to a crunch wrap. It's
yeah,
great.
and the guac too.
and the guac. Yeah.
Genius.
And then whatever the works, lettuce.
That's my
tomatoes.
same order.
And then the
honestly.
nacho fries.
Y'all got a copy of What
That's
Do You Meme board game?
Oh, yeah.
game?
Every
It's
time
actually my roommates, but I've never actually played it. But we should play
We
it.
were watching
Mhm.
a Vine compilation last night, and I
Oh, interesting. We're
so I
in like
newly
a
have like a soft spot for that kind of like 2017 meme humor. So different than today, but like I'm sure that game is like a kind of
Yeah.
There's
product
probably
of that
like
era.
Grumpy Cat and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
which is
love.
awesome.
love
Yeah, we
that.
have right above
R.I.P.
our toilet. We have a cat meme booklet, like a lookbook.
That's the
Which
perfect
is called,
Lolcat.
shit
Yeah,
book.
exactly. It's called
Taking a shit
Kenna
book.
Has Cheeseburger Certified Edition.
Nice.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
kind of reminds me about this takes me back to the conversation we were having earlier. But basically, you were asking Anna like what her approach is for memes, and it's like it reminds me of this Olivia Kunsperling. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
She's like she's like is part of the Paris Review, but she's in the lit scene, and she was like, "Honey, I have to wake up to repost screenshots from Twitter." And I'm like, that's basically Anna. Like, basically,
I'm a
like,
curator, okay? I'm a curator.
no,
I mean,
you're the
essentially
Marshall
same.
Duchamp. You're the Marshall Duchamp of meme pages,
Yeah,
basically.
That used to be my bio, actually.
Oh,
I
did
used
you-
to be on the Duchamp of memes. I
Did you change it to the terrorist of Instagram or something like that?
Yeah, this
Um,
canola.
I
oil is
I
getting-
changed it to something to contempt creator instead of content creator. That was
Mm.
Dan's recommendation for me.
I'm gonna go create some contempt.
Yeah, and then I have like 5 trillion links to all my other accounts,
Oh, really?
including my dead account that they permazucked. But yeah, most of my bio is just at this, at that.
You guys heard
I'm
of,
trying to make a Frost Children meme account right now.
Oh, yeah.
I want to call it Aberris_fam because
Mm.
when the album came out and people were posting about it, I was commenting promote it on at Aberris_fam on everything. So
What is Aberris?
Aberris is like the name that Theo gave for like a pop music muse, or kind of like the spirit of what makes a pop music song pop.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my joke on that. It was promoted on Aberris fam, because there's like promoted on NYC fam, promoted on LA fam. Whenever you tag like a
Yeah.
location, yeah. So
What
but
What
my
is
phone-
your advice to the we have a lot of younger listeners who are, starting their meme pages, starting their like band, they're starting their like lit career, their whatever they're starting,
Mhm.
What is your advice to creating the kind of genuine, grounded kind of community that you both have around you here in New York? What is your advice to them? Because for those that are listening, they can't perceive that, they can't experience that in the way that Anna and I have. So what is the way that others can do that wherever they are? Because we have listeners who are, all over the U.S.
Honestly, I feel like kind of quick take on that is that like, not as many people as you would think, me included, are into the like mysterious person on Instagram. Like no one really likes the mystery anymore.
Chronic oversharing is cool.
Yeah. I feel like Angel can touch on that more.
Yeah, just post it.
Just post it.
I think I posted this once on Instagram. Is
Oh, just post it.
not posting doesn't make you rare, quote unquote. It makes you disappear, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The second you
So-
log off, people forget about you in an instant. So just
It's just true. I mean, like,
love their feeds.
People are.
I go on Instagram a little bit too much. Like I should get off, but like I think I don't think I agree with like accelerationist vibes, the like sort of like angelicism, like just like everyone should be online all the time. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think anyone should take like intentional step away from, at least like in like the creative world, it's like
It's impossible.
at our age, it's kind of like to be like,
that sentence.
I'm just gonna make like an acoustic album with like just like I'm just gonna release it on tape, and it just like lives in a physical space. I'm like, I don't like, it's cool, I guess, but like it just seems a little naive.
No one's gonna hear that, dog.
Yeah, it's just like if you want people to hear your music, like you gotta engage online. And honestly, the way that I think is in terms of posting now, like it's just true. It's absolutely true. It's just a product of how I was raised, and
I think
the
that's
time
rubbed
that
off
I was
on
living
me.
in. Yeah, it's
Since
just
we
like
live together and
I think
hang out all the
thoughts
time.
in posts. So
Yeah,
and
and also
they're one and the same. So what's the point in separating them? Why would I take away half my brain?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It seems like you both have what Paul Virilio called a stereoscopic approach, where you go all the way with the virtual, but you also go all the way with the actual community in real life, right?
yeah,
So you have this like bimodal focus where
totally.
both are happening, and for those people online following you both, they may not realize that, but there is a real community around you. How do you maintain both of those things simultaneously, you know?
I feel like a lot of one of the most beautiful things about our online fan base is our Discord, the Frost Children Discord. It's like
It's super funny too. There's like
It's-
some hardcore, like really, really hardcore
Yeah.
fans in there.
yeah, and they're also just like the sweetest and like most. They're really funny and really creative, with their like just everything they type. That it's just so fun to like. I don't always text or like message as much on that server, but I do. But I also read a lot of what's going on in there. Like I kind of read the whole chat and just see what's going on, and it's so cool to see people like relate to each other on just like things outside of our music too. Like they'll be just talking about like I think a lot of them are in high school or something, or at least college, and like they just talk about like random things, like weird things that are happening at school, and like they relate to each other on that, just like classic forum general vibes. And I think that's a really cool thing that we don't even have to necessarily always like chime in and be like, oh, by the way, you know, like we can let it exist on its own with like the overarching, like we're all here like to just kind of talk about things that we like because we are similar in this one instance of like we both listen to this artist, you know. And I think that like we can engage in that when we can, and also like do our IRL stuff, I guess is my
Yeah, I
answer
think
to that.
there's just like there's an element of like fantasy. I think when you like do the physical thing in addition to the online thing, it's like to people that aren't physically in New York, which is most of the world, and most of our listeners are outside of like our direct community. The community that you engage in becomes part of the like performance, sort of, or like the lore of it almost, and it just becomes a part of the like thing that they can connect, at least like image wise, to what
Totally.
they're listening to. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but it's very real. Yeah, like I mean, it's like fantasy, but also like things like the DJ Academy, where you're like helping friends like learn how to DJ so they can like, it's like cloud distribution, where you're like helping your friends like understand how they can be like in the community, because like people, I mean, I know you both have the same experience where like people like will kind of fantasize your own celebrity in like New York City, and you're like, listen, like you can be doing the same thing, like become a DJ, make your own meme page, like just try it out. Like it's gonna be lame for the first month, maybe
That's
6
all you
months,
need.
maybe.
Totally.
And
You don't
like
need a Parsons education. You just need a USB and a
Or a
meme
Columbia
page.
We don't
education.
need more DJs. We need plumbers and electricians.
I don't know. I mean,
I
when,
disagree.
We probably don't need that many more DJs, but I think that everyone should at least still do it, because
fun.
it's one of the most best formats of sharing music. But also, I feel like
I think everyone,
Kinda what we
everyone
were
will
saying.
know how to DJ. In 10 years, it will be like a unanimous. Like
It should be
Yeah.
like required in American high school classes.
Absolutely.
Like,
No, for
honestly,
sure.
DJing
it
course.
honestly should be. Like
And
I'm not
especially
even,
in New
like,
York,
it
like we should
be.
push for this
Yeah.
legislation in New York, because Anna and I have talked about this, like his history, right? When New York was founded, do you both know much about the founding of like New York City, like the island,
Not a
The
the
ton,
trading of
but
the
I,
beads with the Native
I
Americans?
have this
and all that?
residency right now at X Pizza, which is in the historic Seaport district of New
Oh
York.
yeah,
and
yeah.
I see history in front of my eyes.
I think there's a
I
plaque there that
DJ.
actually commemorates this, but basically when the Native Americans were trading beads with the DJ promoters and the DJs of New York, like that's when everything came together. And I think X Pizza has a don't they have a plaque about this? That's the lore on the street at
Yeah, the
least.
Pilgrims invented pizza.
but there were definitely there were pirates. There's a rich pirate history.
Oh
in
really?
that area, yeah.
Oh
Our
yeah,
friend
this
Amina
is true.
told us all about it. Shouts out Amina.
Oh yeah, because David Graeber has the new book about pirates. I haven't read it yet.
Me neither.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
There's New York pirates.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, there were.
Hey, I'm sailing here.
Trinity Church
the
was founded by pirates.
Massachusetts accent that Anna just employed. That's amazing.
That was New York.
Oh, was that? It
I'm
sounded like
walking here.
Massachusetts.
Wait,
Whacking
speaking
you
of
with
Boston,
That sounds like
Boston.
Massachusetts.
did you know how you like them apples was originated in Goodwill Hunting?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I just thought
Which
that was
is
like
Boston based.
which is Boston based. Yeah,
Yeah, Anna
How
and
you
I
like
have
them
that
apples?
connection. We both have family in Massachusetts. That's part of our lore.
yeah. I had heard that phrase, obviously all the time, but it's literally based in one singular movie, which is crazy.
Speaking of
They
movies,
invented How You Like Them Apples.
Yeah,
the
what's your favorite
only-
movie, Lou?
because I was thinking about my favorite movie.
Go ahead with your first train of thought, and then
I'd
you
probably
can
say the
answer.
SpongeBob movie, the original, but also
Yeah, it's a great movie.
yeah, it's great. A reference to the Odyssey and the hero cycle.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Damn.
But I think because I was thinking about X Pizza last time I was at X Pizza, we immediately met up right after with our friend Christian, and we went to the Regal Theater in Essex, and we saw the Mario movie, and that was such an amazing time. I had such a good
I
time.
want to see the
It was a
Mario
great
movie
one.
So
Yeah,
bad.
it's a good one.
Yeah, it was so good.
Planning an outing to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Angel, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I always return to The Wicker Man, the original
True.
Wicker Man from the 70s.
It's a great one.
It's a
It's
good
one
one.
it's one of the things that makes me love 70s culture. It's
The pants. Look at the pants.
What's your favorite SpongeBob song? Like the original SpongeBob?
that's a
Oh.
really good question.
'Cause there's a lot.
Lately we've been listening to
Sandy song.
the Sandy
Sandy's,
yeah,
the
I want to go
Texas.
home.
I Want to Go
I
Home.
wanna go.
I wish I miss my 20 acres, barbecues and pecan pies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eating ass in the dugout.
Whoa, was that a extended cut? I don't
No.
remember
Oh,
that
I thought
line.
that was
They
in
would
the
never-
original version. That was cut out.
That was-
it's,
those
yeah.
lyrics
it's
were
a
cut out.
sample.
That was the director's cut of that song.
That aspect was cut out. for
Wait, there's
whatever reason.
also a really
It's kind of
like
homophobic.
rare.
They cut that out.
Gary, come home.
Gary
Oh.
Come Home's good. There's a rare song in SpongeBob that's like when SpongeBob gets fired from the Krusty Krab, or he quits the Krusty, or he's on strike against the Krusty Krab with Squidward,
Krusty
and
Krab.
he's listening to like an anti-working, like
Really?
anti.
He's
Oh, is it when they
reciting
go on
one.
strike?
Yeah, it's when they
Krusty
get-
Krab is
Unfair.
unfair. Mr.
Mr.
Krabs is in there.
it's that episode, but it's SpongeBob like wakes up in the morning and he's been convinced by Squidward to be so committed to being anti-employer, and he's listening to this like working man's like anthem on his like gramophone at home.
Yes.
And it's only in the episode
my
for like
God.
10 seconds or less.
Awesome.
That's
But
so
there is a
sick.
full version on Spotify. I forgot what it was
was
called,
a
and I
great
forgot what it goes
episode.
like. But I was like, this is such a cool like deep cut like.
This
SpongeBob
is
song.
like this is actually like the opening to Jack Halberstam's The Queer Art of Failure, like one of the most important queer theory texts of our era, is like
Hell
talking
yeah.
about this moment in SpongeBob.
I'm
Really?
sure.
Whoa.
That's one of my
Sure it
favorite
is.
episodes. That one and the the one where Squidward enters the void and he's like,
Oh
pulling up
yeah.
the, like, tss, tss, tss,
Yeah.
and it's like the tiles going up and everything.
Alone. Yeah.
There was a song in that one too that was like the
Alone.
chrome. What there was
Is it
like a
a-
short.
You know
little-
all you all know the songs. It's so
Yeah.
sick.
Well, do you know because I mean my favorite episode is Band Geeks, which is the one where Squilliam he's talking, he calls Squidward and he's like, "You don't even have a band." And then Squidward's like, "I gotta make a band," and then he trains everyone in Bikini Bottom to become a big marching band, and they play at the Bubble Bowl, and they play Sweet Sweet Victory. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Sweet
was-
Sweet Victory is
yeah.
one of the best songs.
The drums are fire.
The drums.
Little, like, I don't even know, like hexagon drums.
Pat's on the hexagon electronic drums. Oh my god.
It's giving like in the air tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's just iconic, you know.
Rick Sands, the Roy Orbison kind of surfer rock type song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Ween was in it too. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
Ween was in.
Well,
SpongeBob.
Ween, the album "The Mollusk" by Ween inspired the entire series.
According to
Whoa.
Steven Hillenberg said that.
Listened to the Mollusk, and he was like, "I want to make a show that is this." Because like in
Ween is kind of like, most people don't realize this, but Ween is really revolutionary in the sense of being like
oh yeah,
Totally.
goofy, weird, but also kind of like poppy at the same time.
I mean, it's like the most free form, like the most freeing pop music to listen to. It could be
Yeah.
anywhere. It goes anywhere.
and it's
Seems
like,
like it seems like always contemporary in a weird way. You know?
Yeah.
Conceptually at least. Maybe not musically, but conceptually at least.
like mixing the funny with the like
Yeah.
sincere and the real. I think is what they do really well. Where it's like they'll do like the Mollusk or something, and there's like a sort of like Irish like sea shanty on it.
Mhm.
It's like clearly kind of like campy, but then like the next song will be like so sweet and sincere and just like a great song. And even from album to album, like they have like that country album.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it's like it's clearly like a little bit like parody vibes, and they're like kind of like whatever, but it's like it's so listenable, and that's a great that's where art should sit, you know?
Yeah.
It's like where it's like subtle parody and like
You guys
But
do that
not-
well.
yeah,
Well,
that's,
that's
that,
like-
that's just like that's the only kind of art I ever want to make my whole life is like it's like subtle parody, but like not just like oh my god, LOL, you know, like
Yeah.
that's not the
Not
idea.
like so irony poisoned that it's, you know.
It's like, have you guys seen Evil Dead?
yeah.
No.
Isn't that what we
No, I
watched last
haven't.
night? That's what it was called.
You
right?
watched Evil Dead 3.
Evil Dead 3.
It's called
That's-
Army
the
of the Dead or something
That's the
like that.
camp horror movie, right? From
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
early 90s, early 80s.
Yeah, we
super
watched
good.
that last night.
Yeah,
it changed my life.
Have you seen The Year Punk Broke? The documentary that has like all of the like grunge era bands in it.
No,
So it has
maybe.
like Dinosaur Jr., Sonic Youth. It
Oh,
actually
cool.
has like the last video of Kurt Cobain where he like walks into the scene with Sonic Youth and he's like really fucked up and he's like taking this like champagne bottle and freaking out Kim Gordon because he's like going in a circle so fast with the champagne bottle and then like it looks like he's gonna maybe hit somebody in the head in the room and then it like breaks against the wall and this is like the last video of Kurt Cobain.
Wow.
It's fucking wild. But anyways, like this movie is like the total encapsulation of irony pilled because all of them are like, yeah, we're so punk. Like the most punk moment was like fucking the Ramones playing a sold out stadium where everyone is singing it with all of their shirts. It's so sick. Like they're so excited, you know, that kind of vibe, you know?
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I mean, I love a documentary or like a mockumentary too.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like that
think-
one guy from Black Flag is in every punk documentary.
He
You noticed
wasn't
that?
in this one.
Oh, really?
Henry Rollins.
Yeah, he's in like every documentary.
Because like Black Flag is like more like I feel like they're like more like genuinely punk and like the grunge
Yeah.
movement was like kind of like post punk. I mean literally it was happening in 91 in the year that like the name of the documentary was like the year punk broke or whatever.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's kind of true. I mean, like, punk constantly changes, and I think the title of my next newsletter is punk in 2023 because I have a lot of thoughts on this. But I think one of the best things, speaking of Henry Rollins, is this Portlandia bit from like one of the later season of Portlandia that Henry Rollins was in, where it's like,
what season was this? Was this like 3 or 4 or something like
it's
that?
probably even like because they had 6 seasons. It was probably like season like 5 maybe. It was like towards the end, I think. But it was like Henry Rollins and Fred Armisen and like 2 other people. I forgot who it was. They were probably also like kind of like low key punk legends. Like it was like their reunion tour or something, and they're all everyone in the band except for Fred Armisen's character is like kind of like a well-adjusted adult who used to be in a punk band. That's like, I kind of love like gardening now, and like I kind of love like chill. I love all the things that I used to hate. You know,
that's like crass.
And they say that, and it's like, and except for Fred Armisen, who's just like, you guys gave up on the dream. You guys like gave up, and it's like, no, actually, maybe that's like the most real expression of punk is like learning to like live in the world and still be like transgressive in ways that aren't just like fuck it all, you know, like I don't know. So
that's like, do you know Crass, the band Crass?
No,
I feel like Anna might know them.
Not super well, at least.
Oh, they're like one of the original punk bands, but basically like Crass ended up like on an organic farm, you know, and it's like it proves that like the punks are the hippies and the hippies are the punks, basically. And it's like, you don't know what kind of formulation of being outside of like whatever kind of like dominant mode of living you're going to end up in. Basically, don't alienate the people that are doing adjacent things to you, because you might actually end up like them, you know? Like I used to hate mall punks, but basically I'm a mall punk now. You know, I used to hate like hippies, and now like I take like this like tincture that makes me so gay, and like all of these things like
I mean, hippies even were kind of like a sort of like being like a hippie was almost like promoted by the government back in like the heyday.
Totally CIA.
Yeah, it was like why be anti us when you could just be chill, you know?
Yeah,
and it's
literally.
like
Just choose peace, man. Go veg
exactly.
out.
just choose peace. And it's like when we're committing like atrocious things and the country's going to shit, it's like just like vibe out, you know? And it's like